Hey, so I filmed this in the other way, portrait mode, thinking that I was going to make it a short, and it turned into a little bit longer, so I'm now re recording this whole thing. But I wanted to talk to you guys about how teaching English is not just teaching English. Um, for many students that you will come across during your career here in Vietnam or in other countries or even where you are in your home country teaching, you will find yourself being a mentor, a guide, a helper in how to learn. Students are going to ask you about their professional careers or about their thoughts about where they want to go to university or um, what they like the most in school and what they enjoy studying, and then you'll use that to advance the English studies because you might find yourself teaching science or medicine or history. I had a student who was a baby doctor, right? OBGYN, and delivered babies. And she, in part of our studies, we were going through one of her books for her master's degree program, and I had to learn how to explain things about the human body in English so that she would get it. Looking words up myself that I didn't know as we hit them in her textbook. So really, you are teaching English, especially if you're teaching communication. Let's go back on this. I teach communication. I teach people to speak English, and so the majority of my students, even if we're working with books, right, like I do with some of my younger students, I'll use books to go through material, but I'm doing it to teach them how to listen, all the questions, how to ask questions, how to answer questions, how to say things correctly, pronunciation, enunciation, you name it. We work on everything through those books. With my adult students, I use other methods of doing conversations, mimicry. I do that with some of my older young students too, and they do mimicry anyway because that's a big part of what I teach, is to really get them to hear all the sounds. So when we're talking about teaching communication English, you in particular will find yourself really helping students advance. When they find that confident voice, it will help them in everything else they're doing. So I have students of mine who went from, their job that they had to advancement in that job, going further advanced, and then opening their own factories to produce furniture for the company that they originally worked for because they had found that confidence in life and were going for it, right? And you help guide them on that. You're encouraging of their exploration of the world, and they're taking on challenges. So do it. Be a mentor to your students. Listen to them just like you're asking them to listen to you, and help them. And it will make your everything you're doing so meaningful because you're going to watch that progress, and they're going to keep you informed. They're going to stay in touch with you and let you know how they're doing, and that is the ultimate reward for a teacher. So enjoy it. Again, I'm just doing some little talks on why to teach, what to teach, how to teach, help you out in any ways I can. Peace from Vietnam. Like, share, and subscribe.